Alright YouTube, welcome to Everyday Journey. Today we're going to make a magnet pen holder. It can magnetize, it can stick to a refrigerator, a toolbox, or anything else for that matter. And that's what I got under here. Stick around to find out how I made it. Alright, so I've made one of these before, and I made it out of a 2x4 just to see what I could do with scrap. I kind of made the mistake of making it too short, and by that I mean I made it 3 inches. And I figure this is, well, normal 2x4. It's supposed to be 2x4 in the old dimensions. New dimensions would be somewhere around 1.5 by 3.5. So I made it 3 inches. It seemed like it was a little too short. It still holds the pins just fine, but it's a little too short. So we're going to try to make this one 4 inches. Problem I got, this is a piece of scrap 2x4. Problem I've got with this is that it's not square here. So we're going to go ahead and square it up and then cut off a 4-inch piece. So let's do that. You like my vise? You can check out my video about how I acquired this vise and then how I went about fixing it up. It's not really for woodworking, but it gets the job done. So we get to do this again. Yes, I'm as clumsy as everybody else is. So here we go. We'll go ahead and make it 4 inches. So there's our 4-inch mark. Now the thing is, and this is something we're gonna find out whether or not this is gonna work. I made it 3 inches before. Now, I don't remember how many magnets I put in the back of it. You know, the stronger the magnets, the less of them you're gonna have to use. But the bigger you make this piece, the heavier it's gonna be. So you may need more magnets. So it's gonna be one of those trial and error things. So we'll check it out. So now we've got our piece. Now we just need to drill out our holes. Alright, so I've drawn me some lines around the edges here. Just a rough estimate to make sure that I'm keeping enough extra material on the sides. Got to make sure to make the back a little bit thicker because not only, well, you're going to have to mount some magnets in there, so we need to make sure it's a little bit thicker so it can have enough room for that. So I went through and measured my drill bit on here, put some tape on there for a reference. I don't want to go any further down than that. Got to leave a little bit of a bottom on here, so just put the tape on there as a reference. So we're going to go ahead and drill that out. Now it's roughly drilled out. Now we just got to take the chisel and a mallet, hammer if you don't have mallet, and we'll go ahead and clean these up, get all that extra material out of there. Alright, so now I've already gotten a good majority of this, but we're just basically going through here and taking our time, take the chisel and chisel out along the edges, and then once we get the edges done, we go ahead and work on getting some of the bigger chunks out. So you just slowly go down, work your way down. First starting on the edge, so you get a nice flat, and what you want to do is not go all the way to the lines. You want to leave yourself a little bit of room to finish it later. We're just trying to get the majority of the stuff out of here. So we go, you know, what is this? 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch. Well, yeah, about 1/8 of an inch away from our lines, so that we're not going into the part that we want to look better or be a better finish, and we're just getting the excess out of here. So you can see once you go down a little bit there on each side, you get some of the bigger chunks out of there. And then once that's out, you do the same thing. You just go down along the side, and then knock out a bigger chunk. So we just keep going with this. It's going to be a little harder down towards the bottom. That's where you might want to take a Forstner bit or something and go ahead and drill down in here. But we're going to do the best with what we've got here. Alright, so I've cleared it out as best I can. Now you can either take something like a Dremel tool, or in this case I'm actually just going to use a file or a rasp. You can use a rasp to get out a good majority of it, you know, and then as you get closer to your lines, then you can actually use the file. And then beyond that, you could actually use some sandpaper. And it's going to be hard to get the sandpaper in there, so if you use a small little strip of wood or something like that, you know, something like this right here, put your sandpaper on the end of it, and then you could actually sand down into it. And that's about the only thing you can do. As far as the bottom, you probably can't really see it, but we still kind of have our drill marks down there. You're going to have to, you could chisel down a little further into there, try to clean that up best you can, or you could use the stick with some sandpaper, or just any means that you have, or you could just leave it, because it's going to be down in there far enough that it doesn't really matter. Nobody's going to see it really, and it's just for pens, pencils, things like that. And if this is for family and people like that, it doesn't really matter anyway. It's going to serve its purpose. You don't need to, the part that's going to be visible, that part you can sand up and make look nice. But inside there, it doesn't really matter so much. Alright, now this thing's pretty much done. What we got to do is do some sanding to it. I'm using a belt sander. This just makes it a little faster for me. Alright, so there's sanded just a little bit, just so you can see, you know, what it can look like. Again, this is just a 2x4. So now it's time to add some magnets. I went to Harbor Freight and got a little package like this, probably a couple bucks. And this one's got 10 little bitty neodymium magnets, or however you pronounce that. I'm going to start with 4 of them. We just need to drill into the back of this. We're going to add some epoxy or a JB Weld or whatever type of, you know, adhesive that you want. Just let it sit. Best thing to do after you drill your hole, you put your epoxy in there. And like I said, these are just tiny little holes that we're putting in here. But you want to put a little more epoxy. Drill your hole bigger than what your magnet is, because the epoxy needs something to glue to. So you want to have as much as you can there. So like these little magnets, let me see. I'm going to drill the hole probably about twice the size of these. But I'm just going to go ahead and put them pretty much in the 4 corners. And then if I need to, if I find out later that it doesn't stick, I'll go ahead and put me a few more in here. However many I need to make it stick and hold up pins. So that's what we'll do. And now I'm just putting a few cuts down into the hole. Give the epoxy something to kind of grip onto. Alright, so I've mixed up my epoxy. Gone ahead and put some in here. Put the magnets in place. Pressing this down flush so you can get rid of the excess. And as you can see, I've got a piece of cardboard here thumbtacked to it. That's going to act as a divider. So we're going to put this down, go ahead and thumbtack it. And this cardboard is basically here because I want to make sure that I keep the magnets on the surface. Those holes are not specifically the same height as the magnets. So in order to keep them on the surface, put that and put us a big steel plate over the top of it. What that's going to do is the magnets are going to pull to the plate, keep them on the surface, and as this cures, it will be good to go. We'll just peel everything back off, go ahead and do any light sanding to get some of that excess epoxy off, and that should take care of it. If I need to, I can add more magnets anyway, and we'll go from there. As you can see, here's the finished product. We'll turn it around so you can see. Just cleaned up the magnets, and you could clean this up a lot better. I just quickly did it, but holds plenty of pins. Here is another one that I did before. It doesn't hold as many, so it's not as good for here at the house. But I think I'm going to take it to the shop and have it attached to my my toolbox to hold my pins there. So, as always, thanks for watching. Definitely like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.